When you're loading into a game, hit the Start button once to access your lineup, and twice to adjust your matchups. Let's say you see your opponent has a mismatch. In that case, you can make the appropriate adjustment before they can take advantage of it. But let's say a matchup isn't going your way during the game. In that case, to make adjustments, you'll need to pause.
And as things...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure is. Thanks, David. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, we've got Mo Harkless. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Randall in at the 4 spot. Now here's Payton. Right side Gibson. Harkless kicks to Payton. Feeds it to Gibson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Turner. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Payton. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And, Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Warren, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Payton surveying the floor. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Puts it up from 12. Sabonis with the bucket.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Randall, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Julius Randle making the right read in the pick and roll. Excellent IQ.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Brogdon. It's rebounded by Barrett. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Barrett. From 11 feet away, shot's good by Gibson.
And Gibson always has had a solid mid-range game. You can't let him get comfortable from that spot.
Here's Oladipo on target from 13 feet.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Sabonis. And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Indiana moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Oladipo misses. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Here's Brogdon. Fires it up. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Robinson's checked in for Randall. The Pacers also changing it up. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Payton right side. Here's Gibson. A shot off that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And Turner kicks to McConnell. .50 seconds left in the first quarter. McDermott can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Barrett for three. They get it back, and Robinson is right there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Some changes for Indiana. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Miles Turner. Justin Holiday comes in for T.J. Warren. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here is Holiday. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Robinson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Knicks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall...
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, no matter how hard you want to.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Reggie Bullock is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. McDermott passes to Bitadze. Outside Holiday. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Portis. New York leading by 6.
And a guy like Justin Holiday, a great option off the bench. Consistent scoring threat with that second unit.
That's exactly right. And Justin Holiday also provides you solid defense to go along with that shooting, Greg. And he's older now. There's a calmness to his presence while he's on the floor. He's been with a couple of teams. He's been around a little bit. So he's just got to maximize what he does best.
Clock at 6. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Now, here's Bullock. Defense right on him. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Lamb. McDermott kicks to Holiday. On the wing, Lamb. Pulls up on the elbow. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you, and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Bullock with it. He's picked up by Lamb. And good that time. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Ntilikina may not be the prototypical lead guard, but he puts it on time and on target right there.
Pass to McDermott. On the wing, Lamb. Outside Holiday. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Portis throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Outside Holiday. And Lamb kicks to McDermott. Outside Holiday. No good there. And New York will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Portis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For 3. Ntilikina with the rebound. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for New York. They're leading by 8. And the dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Knox with the ball. Back to Bullock. Launches it. The Pacers pull it in.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Holiday. Good work there as it goes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Robinson up top. Makes it off the glass. Robinson's got the lead back up to 10 now for New York.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make the...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, everybody. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 10. And that'll do it for...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. On the court for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with Victor Oladipo, the impact he has on the scoreboard is huge. But you can't discount how great he is as a defender.
Oh, there's no doubt, Greg. Think about it. The last time he played a full season, he was first-team All-NBA defense. This guy has great length on his arms. He can cause a lot of miscues with his ability to pressure. And he's strong enough to deal with wings as well. So there's a versatility there that you love.
Turner passes to Sabonis. Here's Warren. And Harkless pulls it down. The Knicks leading by 11, and now the Knicks on the break. Pull up Jay. He can't get that one, and Indiana will come the other way. Inside, got a piece of it. Oladipo. Here's Turner. Warren trying to break loose.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Payton dishes to Harkless. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. McConnell's checked in.
Defense gives him that shot next time. They could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Over in the corner, Harkless. It's Barrett on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. 6 to shoot. The pass to Ellington. Payton in the corner. Back to Ellington. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside to Brogdon. Passes it to Turner. Harkless with the steal. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now here's Ellington. He's covered by McConnell. Out to Payton. Harkless with it. New York needs to get off a shot. A shot by Ellington, no good. Pacers trail by 15. It's Brogdon on the wing. To end the cold streak, he takes it up and lays it in. Brogdon's got his first bucket in this one.
How about putting it on the deck and going with a level of intention? Malcolm Brogdon on the drive.
Pass to Randall. Ellington kicks to Payton. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Brogdon. It's rebounded by New York. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Ellington the pass to Payton. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Okay, Elfrid Payton knocking down that shot, putting a little offense on display.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, last season, Domantas Sabonis turned a corner in terms of development. He became a key cog in this offense.
That's exactly right, Greg. Coach trusted him in more pick and roll situations. He allowed him to do more heavy lifting within the offense. And Sabonis has got great basketball IQ. He understands how to make reads, set solid screens. This is a guy who makes people around him better. Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
And Lamb, here we go. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now here's Ellington. Kicks to Barrett. New York moving it around. Ellington the pass to Barrett. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Holiday. But they recover it. Pass to Barrett. And here is Ellington. Back to Barrett. Another shot. Sabonis grabs the board. Here's McConnell. No good there. And so it's New York looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Bobby Portis. Alfred Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Robinson, and it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Back to McConnell. He dishes it to Oladipo. Now the pass to McConnell. Warren on the wing. Oladipo outside. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Sabonis kicks to Oladipo. Warren the pass to McConnell. Here's Oladipo. Yep, that one goes.
Oladipo is a star, and he powers through the contact to convert.
New York leading by 13. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Payton against Sabonis. Portis, the pass to Robinson. And no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 13. Here's Oladipo. Turner trying to free himself up. That one doesn't drop. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Bullock passes to Knox. Back to Bullock. 5 on the clock. Oladipo with the double team. Nice D from Warren.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
A shot by McConnell, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Knox. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
From 12 feet out, the kick out to Oladipo. Passes to Turner. Over Robinson. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And the jumper from down low is good. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. And they double up Payton. Outside Portis from deep. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Robinson against Turner. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Down low. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by New York.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mitchell Robinson.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Sabonis finds Turner. Shoots. Bank shot. No good. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Pass to Payton. Now Bullock. In the corner, Knox with it. And to get open is Robinson. New York, no good that time either. And here's Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. From beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Bullock. Launches a three. Off target with that shot. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. the tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bank. And before we...
Hey, good evening, Kim.
Good insight there, David. They play hard. Thank you so much for that report. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5. And for the Pacers, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Rose goes in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. From deep. They get it back. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
Sabonis is simply relentless on the boards, doing a nice job getting that second chance basket.
Here's Rose. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Left side, Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Indiana moving the ball around. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Here's Turner. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
That one goes in. Here's Oladipo. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low post go-to move.
And Turner kicks to Warren. Turner against Rose. Turner inside, and the layup falls.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Pass to Kennard. Rose looking around. Wood finds Rose. Shot clock at 5. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Turner with the steal. Oladipo outside. Warren, that's for 2. Ogden left side. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Brogdon. Turner with it. Defended by Griffin. Left side, Sabonis. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wood kicks to Kennard. To the paint. The kick out to Rose. Back to Kennard. There's the pass to Rose. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Rose has got 8.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Here's Oladipo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide open man there.
Here's Rose. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Stripped away. Here's Snell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Wood finds Rose. Pass to Snell. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Sabonis grabs the board. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 5. Griffin, no one around him. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate them.
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And really deep through that time. McDermott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Doumbouya in the corner. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Galloway dishes to Doumbouya. Feeds to Maker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. 6 on the shot clock. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 9. Lamb finds Holiday. Now McDermott. It's stolen by Maker. Now Detroit moving it up. A pull-up. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Back to McDermott. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Holiday. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by Maker.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for this team. Lamb shouldn't have any lingering effects coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court, and he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. With all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for McDermott. T.J. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Aaron Holiday. And Detroit with a change here, too. Tony Snell's checked in for McCray. Turner passes to Warren. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. Tries it from the top of the key. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Shoots from 14. And it's Rose missing. Pacers trail by 10. Turner passes to Brogdon. Now Warren takes a three. And Henson pulls it down. Outside Griffin. The kick out to Rose. Tips it up, and Griffin stays with it. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Griffin attacking, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
You've got to plug up these lanes to the basket, especially when Griffin is slashing with force.
The Pacers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Warren dishes to Turner. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Back to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Just 4 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Lets it go from deep. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Oladipo.
Seems to get better every year from outside. Oladipo feeling comfortable pulling the trigger.
In the corner, Snell with it. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Rose. And here's Kennard. Snell finds Rose. A 3-ball. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. They're... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that's going to do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Pistons. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Ball stolen. Here's Snell. He's covered by Warren. Griffin inside. And there's the pass to Kennard. Back to Wood. The Pistons working the ball around now. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Back to Sabonis. Shoots over Griffin. Sabonis, no good. Pistons leading by 13. The 19-foot shot. Kennard, the pass to Snell. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Doomboy is checked in for Griffin. McCray has come in for Tony Snell. Brown is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. Akers checked in for the Pistons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Out to the right wing. Brown kicks to Galloway. Pass to Brown. Back to Galloway. Now here's Maker. Puts it up from 15. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And it's 6 points for Thon Maker. And Lamb, here we go. And Lamb slams it home.
You know, using his athleticism well on these drives inside, Lamb is dependable at finding routes to the bucket.
Galloway taking his time here. There's the three. A rebound by Bitadze. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 15-point game. McDermott passes to Bitadze. It's stolen by Brown. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's McConnell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons leading by 18. Henson the pass to Wood. Here's McCray. No good from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Back to McConnell. Picked him clean. Now Detroit moving it up. And there's the feed to Galloway. McCray passes to Galloway. Here's Mikhailuk. Detroit, no good that time either. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Holiday with the three. Kept alive by Indiana. The tray. Indiana again missing. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. They get it back. Pass to Galloway. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Here's McConnell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Indiana making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Oladipo in for Aaron Holiday. Detroit also making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Wood. Luke Kennard comes in for McCray. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Good.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
Passes it to Kennard. Griffin down low. Turner covering. On its way from Rose for 2. Great look, but off the mark. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Sabonis and Turner up front. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the small forward position. That's the Pacers' 5.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Outside Warren. Shot clock at 6. Here's Turner. Sabonis trying to get open. That one doesn't go. Pistons leading by 16. Henson with it. Sabonis defending. Kennard the pass to Rose. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Snell kicks to Kennard. Off target with his 3.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Turner passes to Brogdon. It's Oladipo on the wing. Brogdon finds Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the pass to Snell. Now Henson. Turner covering. In the corner, it's Griffin. Pass to Kennard. From deep, Rose. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Warren, that's for 2. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Snell. And he jams it with authority.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Turner dishes to Warren. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Ogden left side. Passes it to Sabonis. Turner trying to free himself up. And Turner stays with it.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Outside Rose. Shoots over Brogdon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 18.
Yeah, I like the size and length and bounce of Henson, and he's able to use that to be a force on the glass.
Brogdon. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Sabonis, no good. Henson with it. The pass to Kennard. Back to Henson. Here's Snell. Defended by Sabonis. Pass to Henson. Here's Snell. Left side Rose. Oladipo against Kennard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Makers checked in for Griffin. Doumbouya comes in for Tony Snell. Langston Galloway's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Brandon Knight in for Rose. Lamb passes to McDermott to the inside. Now here's McConnell, guarded closely. Pass to Leaf. Over in the corner, Lamb.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rose.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Henson with it, now defended by McDermott. Henson the pass to Maker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Galloway kicks to Knight. The dish now to Doumbouya. Pass to Henson. And here is Knight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Lamb. Maker. It's good on the putback.
You know, being that he's over 7 feet tall, Maker does a nice job on the glass. Excellent at using his size.
Back to McConnell. The pass to Bitadze. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
pause and go into game plan and then matchups. What if you want to substitute players but don't want to interrupt the flow of the game? In this case, you could hit down on the D-pad and choose which players you want taken out and which players you want subbed in for them. Your changes will take place at the next dead ball.
One of the most unique sculptures you'll ever see. And with
Hey, Kevin, thank you for...
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Taj Gibson. Julius Randle is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. And for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, here's Kennard. Mitchell Robinson unable to get his last shot to go in. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Rose can't hit.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Gibson dishes to Robinson. Payton left side.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Rose scanning the floor. Knicks with the rebound. Harkless on the wing. Outside for Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Rose banked in off the glass.
That's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
And here are the Knicks. Barrett finds Payton. Trying to get open is Gibson. Payton, good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Rose against Payton.
And that's almost effortless for Rose. Defenses can't be pleased that they allowed that look.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And then Robinson slams it in.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Rose. It's blocked.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Here's Wood. His shot.
He's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, G.A., he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep it guessing.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
And a big boost to his offense. Griffin's improved shooting consistency from long range, from mid-range, from the line.
And Portis throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Galloway, no good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Bullock. Some solid defense from Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 2. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Yeah, a big man with major ups. I mean, Griffin wants to use his athleticism as much as possible.
Here's Ntilikina. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Randall passes to Ntilikina. Portis trying to free himself. Ntilikina can't hit. The Pistons have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And that one is good. Griffin's got 6.
That bucket tells you about the power of Griffin. I mean, he got a man all over him, and it doesn't even affect him.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Ntilikina. Blake Griffin pulls it in. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mikhailuk passes to Doumbouya. Count it. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. And a missed layup.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Here's Randall. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Pistons. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was.
I hate losing, but...
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. John Henson out there with Maker. Then there's Brown. Then there's McCray. And it's Mikhailuk in its small forward. Now here's Ellington. T right on him. It's not going to go for him. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Maker. And it's blocked.
Gotta have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Up top, Bullock. He's covered by Brown. Bullock kicks to Ellington. To the middle. And Randall throws it down.
A roller with attitude. Once Randall gets downhill, he's hard to contest with.
Brown outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Bullock with it. Brown's there. That one's good. And the Piston lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Bullock.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Pistons passing it around. McCray kicks to Brown. Pass to McCray. Pocket 6. Here's Kennard. Maker passes to Kennard. The kick out to Brown. The second chance effort. No good on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Julius Randle. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 4.
You can't forget the box-out maker. He's too big and very capable of stuffing misses back in.
And the basket by Knox.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Brown drives in, and the dunk by Brown.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And Maker sends it back. Brown, good. Brown's got 10.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots it.
Passes it to Randle. Bullock with it. 50 seconds left in the first half, and they'll keep possession beyond the arc. Here's Randle. They shoot again, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Before the pros, Randle could just overwhelm guys with his size. Now, the pump fake, he has to use it to his full advantage.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Reese Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. It's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Reggie Bullock. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 6-point game. Barrett kicks to Payton. Now the dish to Robinson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And it's 6 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Pass to Snell. Dishes at the Rose. And the pass to Snell. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good position. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Detroit leading by 4, and New York looking at who they've got. Payton is out there with Barrett. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Randle. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 6.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And they double up Payton. Here's Barrett. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got his second bucket. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Outside Rose. In the corner, Kennard with it. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Misses in close.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their fourth miss in 5 attempts.
The Pistons have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And Randall throws it down.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Rose passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Wood with the block. And he's able to get it back. Randall finds Harkless. Second chance shot. Right side Gibson. Shoots over Griffin. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. Harkless. Count that one. Harkless has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Wood with the bucket.
Well, Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide open man. Yeah, and Derrick Rose, Kevin, with a new beginning after knee injuries derailed his career. He said if load management had been around back then, he might still be a Chicago Bull.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012 where Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. And for New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you.
And Derrick Rose, the youngest ever MVP in 2011, and it was the subsequent year that he sustained that first knee injury.
And if you think back, he was playing over 40 minutes a night on a regular basis, and their team had 2-hour practices, tough ones, on off days. And so how can you keep up that type of demand on your body? Teams now tend to be more cautious with the burden they put on players.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
5 to shoot. Ellington finds Robinson. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Robinson's got 8 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Kennard. Robinson with the block. Here's Ntilikina. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
And the size, quickness, and defense of Ntilikina reminds some of a young Sean Livingston, a unique point guard with a promising future.
Knox, he's checked in for New York. Here's Galloway, and the shot goes in. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Well, it's great to see Galloway being aggressive. When he's driving like this, it's a huge bonus.
Wood with the block. And they're running. Here's Mikhailuk. It's a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And here is Portis. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
But how about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Doumbouya. Also, Christian Wood is out there. And it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Here's Galloway. The layup missed.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Ntilikina, count it. Ntilikina's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Galloway, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now Barrett. Count the basket.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Galloway kicks to Wood. Taken away. Barrett with the ball to take the lead. Portis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Kennard, the pass to Galloway. It's stolen by Barrett. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And finished off by Robinson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Here's Ntilikina. And the shot goes in. Ntilikina's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the way Ntilikina runs the floor, determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Wood kicks to Galloway. Mikhailuk passes to Wood. Robinson with the block. Down low. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Stolen. Now here's Bullock. He's covered closely.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
A minute 50 left to play here in the 4th. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Now Detroit moving it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Detroit. Rose comes in for Langston Galloway. Then for the Knicks, Knox, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Ellington comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Payton in for Ntilikina. Back to Knox. And Griffin sends it back.
Oh, you want more of this from Griffin. There's no question he has the size and vertical to block shots.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Ellington. Rebounded by the Pistons.
and not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely, but we've seen crazier things happen.
Great positioning on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, come on. Big time, big time. Rose has worked so hard to get back. He's so hungry in these late game moments.
Here's Ellington. It's picked off. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
Coaches love a hard worker like Rose. I mean, he values every possession and brings a strong focus to their offensive efforts.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Randall comes in for Bobby Portis. Harkless is checked in for Kevin Knox. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Shot from the inbound. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. Shouldn't be a surprise. Randall did this at Kentucky. He likes the ball in his hands when it counts.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now off the... Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. One of the young power forwards, Randall, one of the best off the dribble drive.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
That's what they need to tie it. Boy, what a game this has been.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony,
Another important substitution method is situational lineups. These preset lineups offer the best players at each position for the specific game situation that you find yourself in. If you have a narrow lead late in the game and the opponent is intentionally fouling, then you can roll out the free throw lineup. If you're falling behind and need a 3-ball to stay in the game, then you can use the 3-point.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. And now the New York Knicks starters. We've got Mo Harkless. Barrett is out there with Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Randall in at the power forwards position. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. Passes to Gibson. And it's sent back by Turner. Oladipo against Barrett, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, you combine quickness and explosiveness for Victor Oladipo on display right there. Tough to contain.
To the paint. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Barrett.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Warren the pass to Turner. From downtown, that one misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Brogdon, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Brogdon fighting through it all, welcomes the challenge on that possession.
Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Payton trying to get open as Randall, and the basket by Payton. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside Turner. Back to Oladipo. Indiana moving the ball around. Warren the pass to Turner. Now here's Oladipo. 5 on the clock. Now Randall. And here's Barrett. It's stolen by Oladipo. Lob pass to Warren. Turner finds Warren. The kick out to Oladipo. And here is Turner. For 3, Brogdon. It's Oladipo on the wing. Right side Turner. Pass to Warren. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Inside. And Randall throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Elbow shot is on the way. The putback and staying with the play, Sabonis.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Barrett dishes to Randall. Back to Barrett. Wide open. And the jumper is good. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Warren finds Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Now Warren. Turner passes to Warren. Oladipo with the bounce pass. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Malcolm Brogdon. Randall no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Warren dishes to Oladipo. It's Brogdon on the wing. Back to Warren. There's the pass to Oladipo. Warren kicks to Brogdon. From outside the arc. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
To the inside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, I'm sure the scouting report had something like put a body on Taj Gibson. That time the defense did not.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Elfrid Payton is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Gibson in at the center, locking down the middle. Payton gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Holiday. Lamb with the ball. Bitadze, the pass to Lamb. And Holiday kicks to McDermott. Now, here's McConnell, covered by Payton. Outside Holiday. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 3. Here's Barrett. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Lamb. Lamb missing again.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Harkless. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton. Ntilikina looking it over. Pass to Portis. Here's Ntilikina. He doesn't hit that one. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pacers trail by 7. On the wing, Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Knox. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Lamb with the ball. Here's McDermott. And stolen by Portis. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Knox. Portis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded by Bullock. The shot by Holiday, no good. Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Robinson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. And Bones, he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Certainly the defensive potential is there for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, the questions have always been about the other end and whether or not Frank can find a way to score more efficiently on a nightly basis. Still young and still some room to grow.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Robinson dishes to Bullock. 6 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Ellington comes in for Kevin Knox. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Knicks.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one drops for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
There's Sabonis. The Knicks pull it in. Now here's Bullock. Passes it to Randle. And it's sent back by Turner. And so it's the New York Knicks. 13. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And for the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Malcolm Brogdon really making a difference here.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Knicks leading by 13. Pass to Harkless. And oh, the jam by Harkless.
Well, you risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
For 3, Brogdon drills the three-pointer. Brogdon's got 10. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Pacers trail by 12. The pass to Oladipo. Brogdon with it, defended by Gibson. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. The Pacers getting another chance here. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Brogdon. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Ellington's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Randle with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Warren. Ellington grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And here we go. And Randall throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Oladipo, the pass to McConnell. And here is Warren. Sabonis kicks to Warren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Three-pointer Ellington. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise-caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
At the elbow, Randall. Sabonis with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Sabonis is running. The 3. Knicks with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Takes a shot at the elbow. No good from Gibson. Pacers trail by 13. Oladipo outside. Back to McConnell. Outside Warren. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Gibson. The Pacers pull it in. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now Gibson. It's Barrett on the wing. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. McConnell finds Oladipo. And here's McConnell. Ellington defending. Bounce pass from Warren. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Oladipo. From deep. The offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. The 3 from Warren, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, they've got Reggie Bullock. Bobby Portis out there with Knox. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Ntilikina in at the point.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Brogdon comes over to help. Portis kicks to Ntilikina. Back to Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Well, he's a pass-first point guard. Ntilikina with a nice play there.
An even 3-on-3 break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Ntilikina, well-traveled, born in Belgium, growing up in France, and joined the NBA as the 2nd youngest player in the league's history as a rookie.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Lamb kicks to Holiday. Fires for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Bullock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. The Pacers making a change here. Warren's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Frank Ntilikina.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Turner finds Brogdon. Now Warren. Back to Lamb. From the arc. Goes back up. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
And it's Bullock missing.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them. The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Robinson passes to Knox. Turner against Robinson. Here's Knox. Kept alive by New York. Here's Portis. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Knicks lead by 17.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And Turner kicks to Sabonis. For 3, Brogdon. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Down low, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Brogdon finds Lamb. Back to Brogdon. Right side Warren. No good that time. The Knicks go the other way with it.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bobby Portis.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Bullock passes to Portis. Now, here's Bullock. Not a lot of room. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Warren the pass to Lamb. Brogdon kicks to Lamb. And here's Warren for 3. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Here's Robinson, and it's sent back by Turner. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
three-point line. And if you're getting outworked on the glass, there's a lineup for that as well. To access these presets, simply press down on the D-pad and use the right trigger to scroll through your lineup options. But if you want
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the small forward. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. Here's Oladipo. Unloads. And he can't bank that one in.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around. Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Outside Warren. Brogdon finds Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Turner. Brogdon outside. Outside Warren. 6 to shoot. Sabonis trying to get open. Indiana with a new shot clock. Brogdon kicks to Warren. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
To the middle, here's Rose. Oladipo with the block. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Warren. Here's Brogdon. Here's Turner, and Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Again, the miss by Warren.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The 3 from Warren. Again, the miss by Warren.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And so here is Indiana following the 3 by Detroit. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Warren the pass to Sabonis. Back to Warren. Now Sabonis. Tries a 3. Kept alive. Here's Turner. Can't get it to fall. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Kennard for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. The Pacers making a change here. Lamb's checked in. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Sabonis. Lays it up off the glass.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Rose passes to Mikhailuk. To the paint. Rose kicks to Kennard. And there's the pass to Maker. Lays it up and banks it in. Maker's got his second basket of the game.
Trying to become a more consistent offensive threat. That's the range you like to see Thon Maker own.
For three, Brogdon. Kennard with the rebound. Pistons leading by 5. Kennard on the wing. Back to Rose. Pass to Kennard. Here's Mikhailuk. Back to Rose. It's over Brogdon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
This is what you get from Maker, a legit 7-footer who brings the energy.
And so is Detroit, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
The Pistons leading. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the 3.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Brown. To the wing right side. Here's McCray. Fires the 3. A rebound by Bitadze. Pacers trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Now Detroit moving it up. And John Henson with the slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. McConnell passes to Holiday. Now here's McDermott. Defense is right there. Pistons leading by 7. McCray kicks to Doumbouya. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. On the wing, Holiday. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the 7th. Feeds it to Henson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Henson's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to McConnell. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Now Henson. Brown feeling it out a bit.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Detroit leading by 11. Here's Galloway. Out to the right wing. McCray, no good. The Pacers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Outside Holiday. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bitadze's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Langston Galloway. .107 left in the second quarter. It's Oladipo on the wing. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Detroit leading by 11. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. Wood. Pass to Snell. Now here's Rose. Here's Mikhailuk. No points in the game yet for him. 3 on the clock. From deep, Wood. It's rebounded by Indiana. Oladipo right side. Now the pass to Brogdon. Lamb with the ball. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. Now Brogdon. Pass to Lamb. Back to Brogdon. The tray. Detroit with the rebound. Maker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Speed on the drive makes Snell tough to defend. He draws a foul while he's shooting.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Lamb passes to Turner. Out to Lamb. That will count, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. His first season in Detroit, Blake Griffin had the highest scoring average of his career, over 24 points a game. But these days, Shaq, gets it done a little differently, doesn't it?
I never thought I'd.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Thon Maker has done in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Christian Wood, and it's Rose in at the point. Oladipo goes in. Warren finds Brogdon. Turner against Wood. The shot by Turner, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Stolen by Brogdon. Now here's Oladipo, guarded closely. Detroit leading by 13, and now the Pistons fast break. And here's Wood outside. It's good on the putback. Kennard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Pistons.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Brogdon kicks to Warren. A three ball. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Brogdon against Kennard. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Right side Sabonis. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sabonis. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Detroit gets called for the foul.
And with Sabonis, as his minutes have increased, so has his production. The future is bright for this young man.
Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Offensive rebound. Pass to McCray. The three. Griffin controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 17.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game, his tremendous instincts on the glass.
Here's McDermott. The putback. And Henson pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the shot no good from McCray.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Griffin. Offline with his three. Pacers trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Holiday. Buries it down low.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Jeremy Lamb comes in for McDermott. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. Passes it to Mikhailuk. Griffin with it. Inside, here's Maker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Maker's got 8.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
From past the arc. Galloway, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Sabonis, high post. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Holiday up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Scooped up. Outside for Griffin. Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Now Kennard. Here's Mikhailuk. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Warren against Kennard. Warren the pass to Lamb. And the 3 off target. And so it's Detroit. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Brogdon. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Turner in at the center position. Brogdon. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Griffin. And there's the pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit.
Very aggressive Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
And there it is for him. Pistons leading by 15. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Brogdon against Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Poked away. Stolen by Brogdon. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And we know about Oladipo as a scorer, but he's a team guy first and loves to make the right play.
From deep. The Pistons rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. From deep 3-point range with the tip. It's good on the putback.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Brogdon with it. Left side, Turner. Puts it up from 12, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Lamb. Detroit leading by 17. From deep. Rose can't hit.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Indiana moving the ball around. Turner finds Brogdon. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Rose with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. From deep 3-point range, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Rose. Pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's what Griffin is known for best. His unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Turner passes to Warren. For 3, Brogdon. Kennard with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Outside Rose. Back to Griffin. Clock at 6. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
First personal foul, teams first.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pistons.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Leave passes to McDermott. Shoots the three. The shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Knight taking his time here. Down low. Wood with the bucket. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Here's McDermott. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I can watch Doug McDermott shoot the basketball all day. His form is impeccable.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, but they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Knight. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so...
Now it's into...
Hey, Kevin.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Wood in at the 5 down low. And for New York, they've got Payton. Randall out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Harkless in at the 2 guard. Robinson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range. So he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, GA. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in the man.
Now Harkless. After the missed 3 from Elfrid Payton. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Pistons on defense. Randall down low. 2 teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Good on the second free throw.
And we've seen Randall flourish with more responsibility. He's in his prime and playing his best ball.
Rose, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Pull-up jumper. And Harkless pulls it down. Here's Randall. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Ooh, this is what makes Randall so special. His ferocity on the boards is admirable.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. They grab their own miss. Gibson passes to Harkless. Second chance shot. Misses off the right iron.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now? I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The shot by Harkless, no good. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Rose. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, that's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
Payton kicks to Bullock. Right side Gibson. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Pass to Bullock. New York moving the ball around. He feeds it to Gibson. Rebound, Detroit. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now here's Harkless. Payton attacking. Back to Harkless. Out to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Bullock passes to Gibson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Gibson on the money with the shot from the left block.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Rose, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
A slam dunk by Robinson.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Rose attacking. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. It's on Elfrid Payton.
He plays with such rabid intensity. You love how hard Griffin goes at it. He's skilled at drawing the contact.
Frank Ntilikina is checked in for the Knicks. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Right side Gibson. From the high post. The shot that time, not on target. And the Pistons now going the other way.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Here's Doumbouya. The kick out to Brown. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Ntilikina, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Randall and Portis patrol the middle. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Galloway. It's rebounded by Portis. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. He gets that one. Barrett's got the first basket of the second quarter for New York.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Here's Galloway. Unable to get that one. New York trailing. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Galloway, no good. Here's New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Randall. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Here's Galloway. It's rebounded by New York.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Here's Maker. Randall with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Barrett kicks to Ntilikina. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Barrett. Yep, it counts. Barrett's got 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Galloway. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Portis.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Randall. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kevin Knox. Wayne Ellington's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Peyton in for Ntilikina. Rose with the ball. Robinson pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Peyton in the corner. Passes to Bullock. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And New York making a change here. Harkless is checked in. Robinson against Henson. Pass to Bullock. Robinson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Bullock, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point New York lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Capable of scoring from anywhere on the court. Rose loves mixing it up inside and capitalizing.
Here's Peyton, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Rose.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Peyton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Griffin, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
I love watching Griffin play the game. I mean, he has a lot of confidence in his abilities. He's terrific at staying aggressive.
The Knicks leading by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Just 3 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, and that'll about...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Pistons. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. Here's Harkless. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Three-pointer, Snell tips it, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got 10 points.
And the athleticism of Griffin, just remarkable. He's fantastic at using his elevation on the glass.
Harkless finds Gibson over Kennard. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Harkless. And the Knicks lead by 4. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Rose attacking. That one goes. Count it. He's got 8.
A near impossible shot to guard against. Rose continues to torment defenses with the delicate flow.
And Randall throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Count that one. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
Payton, good. Pistons trail by 4. Rose scanning the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Calling his own number. Rose with the hoop, one of the best we've seen operate the two-man game.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
New York moving it around. Robinson misses. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Wood for the lead. The rebound by Gibson. And throwing up Derrick Rose, protected by his family. Wow, hammering it in!
One of the young power forwards, Randall, one of the best off the dribble drive.
Rose in the post, covered by Payton. To the wing on the left. Here's Rose. The Knicks pull it in. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Payton. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Payton. He has 6. He kicks to Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul on Rose. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. A different look here for Detroit. Here's Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. Bucket is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Nice shot by Portis. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Brown drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
And the Pistons making a change here. Makers checked in. Barrett the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Barrett. Ellington outside Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Plays with so much passion. Love how effective Portis is at drawing fouls.
So he gets them both. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Galloway.
And he just plays with such intensity on defense. Love watching Ntilikina be an absolute.
And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Bobby Portis. Knox out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Barrett, and it's Ellington in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York leading by 8. Barrett the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Wow, a superb strip to Portis. You got to hit him harder than that if you're the defense.
Griffin's checked in for the Pistons.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Rose goes in. 2 points. That one goes.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Portis in the post, working on Henson. Fades and shoots. Almost, but it rolls out. And you know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Ellington kicks to Barrett. Outside, Portis. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Portis has got 11 in the second half.
Can't take Portis lightly from the mid-range. This is one of his go-to shots.
And it's blocked. Griffin passes to McCray. The second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. McCray has got 4 this quarter.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first. Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Rose can't hit. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Knox. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. And here's Bullock from the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Henson in the post. Ellington defending. And John Henson with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Detroit also making some changes. Christian Wood comes in for Rose. And it's Kennard in for Jordan McCray. Harkless with the bucket. Pistons trail by 9. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Henson against Payton. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Elfrid Payton. And Detroit with a change here, too. Rose is checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
So explosive moving towards the basket. Ntilikina is terrific at getting into the lane.
Snell, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Ntilikina passes to Gibson. Griffin with some nice D. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, that's where Griffin makes a living, down low, getting points in the paint.
And the pass to Gibson. Back to Robinson. To the middle. No good from Gibson. Pistons trail by 7. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Rose. Here's Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
That's good from Randall on the assist from Robinson. And it's 13 points for Julius Randle.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randall there, and he's locked in on scoring.
Wood kicks it to Griffin. Over Harkless. A nice shot by Griffin.
He's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Randall outside. Now Harkless. Randall outside. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get open is Robinson. Randall with the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Rose with the ball. From deep three-point range, it's off. So it's New York picking up the win, even early on in this one. All right, David, great job.